Good morning and welcome to Hobby Evolution episode 129. It's Monday, the 7th day of December. I'm starting to get nervous. I have not begun my online Christmas shopping. And based on the mail delays that we talked extensively about yesterday, I should probably get on that so I don't have to write IOUs and put those under the Christmas tree. So that's my plan of attack tonight is to it's easy. My wife and I, we go to Amazon, we go online, whatever, send a link, exactly what we want, and boom. It's pretty easy. My mom's still old fat. My mom, she's only gotten as far as Farmville and Facebook. That's about all she can handle on the internet. She is not an online shopper. She is not web savvy. So she still is going to hoof it to the brick and mortars and shop in person. So it's a little trickier to tell mom what I want. So basically I just say anything Cubs and whatever baseball cards you can find. So that's the holiday shopping update. Speaking of the holidays, did put the Christmas tree up yesterday. I wanted to put it up in like October just to provide some positivity, being stuck at home all this time. But we put the Christmas tree up. It is decorated. The stockings are hung over the fireplace. So it's looking festive around here. And that's what I wanted to talk about today, talk about positivity. And I've been in a funk. And I think it kind of reached its peak over the weekend. Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, I was just in a real bad funk. I was, depressed. I was just, I think things were catching up. I haven't been doing any type of exercise outside of walking around Target and the grocery store once a week, or the 30 steps from my car to the post office box at the post office. So, and that's on me. I need to get my rear in gear and do a little exercise. So I think that was part of it. I had a dream Saturday night that we were in lockdown and we couldn't even leave the house. So I think things in my mind are starting to catch up, and especially because it's winter, it's cold. That I really need to push myself to do something, and decorating the tree helped a little bit yesterday. And I've spent, I took Friday night off from the hobby and we watched Netflix, but I'm on the couch watching Netflix on my phone. All day Saturday, I'm catching up, packaging, shipping, listing. And then yesterday, that's all I did throughout the day. And then decorated the tree. So it was a little, a little break. Played with the dog. It was pretty nice out yesterday for this time of year. Played with the dog, threw the toy around in the backyard. But I still wasn't over that funk, I guess, is how I'll describe it. And I thought the tree would help. Had some hot chocolate, decorated the tree, had a Hallmark Christmas movie on. And so it was good in the interim. But then shortly after, I went back to the couch and I'm on my phone and the funk came back. And I realized I need to break out of this. I need to do something. So I told my wife, she was making dinner. I'm like, after dinner, I'm going to go downstairs and do the treadmill for at least a half an hour just to sweat it out. I'm in a funk. I need to sweat this out. So that's what I did. Had dinner, came downstairs, did about 35 minutes on the treadmill, worked up a great sweat, dripping sweat. First time I've sweat in probably a couple months, which is not good. And it was a great mind refresher. It was something that I talked about a couple weeks ago where I got out and I drove around helping my wife deliver some like Christmas gifts to her clients. And it really kind of opened my mind because in the last couple weeks, I've been just at home. I work from home. The only outside that I get is, maybe a Target run once or twice a week, the post office. So basically, my route is the same. Do 3-4 mile stretch and back. It's the same routine. Wake up, brush my teeth, shower, come downstairs, do it all over again. And it's the same thing over and over and over again. It's like it's literally Groundhog Day, in the circumstances we're living in right now. So just driving around in being, in some of there was a little rural areas and it was kind of nice. The scenery was nice and it really opened up my mind and got my mind thinking, oh, I can do, this is what I should do. This is what I should do. And I developed some really good ideas on the road. And that's when I was working in radio, I traveled a lot and I drove all over the state of Illinois, and most of the ideas that I came up with in my job were developed as I was thinking driving down the highway. And so that kind of put me in a good mindset. And I kind of miss that because I don't get that anymore. I work in the office. Now it's a home office. So just getting out and getting that mind, seeing different things opens your mind up a little bit. And same with exercise and working up a sweat. And I immediately, as soon as I got off that treadmill last night, I immediately felt better. And it was really nice. And I thought, I do the same thing every single day. I need to change up my routine. It's going to be a long winter. And I've been saying this for 2 months. It's going to be a long winter. And I need to do something different because obviously we all know what the definition of insanity is. And if I don't change things up, I'm going to go insane. So I set my alarm for 5:30 this morning, and decided that I'm going to wake up at 5:30, throw on a pair of sweatpants, and I'm going to hit that treadmill for another 30 minutes just so I can keep that routine going so I don't skip out. Because what will happen and how my mind and body works is it's all about routine. And yeah, I did 30 minutes on the treadmill last night, but if I sleep in this morning and it's Monday and I sleep in until 6:30 and I take a shower, and after my shower I play on my phone for 20 minutes and then I come down and record, and then I go up to my office and then I work, and then it's Monday, I'm tired, I'm just going to hit the couch after work and I'll do the treadmill tomorrow. And I don't want to get back into that routine. So I forced myself 5:30 alarm, 30-minute treadmill, just to keep that momentum going. I had good momentum last night. It was great to sweat. I'm going to keep it up, but instead of waiting 24 hours, I've got all the time in the world, and I can wake up early, an hour earlier than normal, get that 30 minutes in. After that 30 minutes, my cool down period, what did I do? I hit eBay. I've got 20 shipments to get out. I did about 8, took a shower, and now I'm here recording. Now I'll get to my day. After this, I'll put on the pot of coffee, and my mind is ready for the workday. And after work, hopefully I'll still have that momentum going, and I'll come down here, I'll do more, do dinner, another 30 minutes on the treadmill, and I'll repeat tomorrow just to keep building this momentum. And it's more for my mental health. I have gained significant amount of weight. My collared shirts, I wore one Friday for a Zoom meeting, and it was a little more snug than what it used to be 6 months ago. So part of it is just trying to get back slim down a little bit. I don't need to lose too much, but I do need to get back down and shave a few pounds off. And a diet goes along with that because I've been eating a lot of junk food. So part of it is for my physical health. But I think a lot of it is just to get out of this funk, get my mind right, and it's more mental health than physical. But obviously, the I need to do both. So I just want to do this, and I think talking it out is going to help, and I can keep building on this momentum. Zach's with me, George is with me. What's going on? Morning, guys. George says I go out and walk about 5 miles a day after work, clears the head. That's awesome. That is awesome. And I would walk the dog in the summer and in the fall. And I'm kind of a sissy when it comes to cold weather. It's cold now. So we I got the treadmill, and it was something that we had talked about, my wife and I, and I didn't want it to turn into another storage place, where you buy a treadmill and you just throw stuff on it. And we put it together. A friend came over, helped me put it together. And guess what? I didn't use it for 6 months. That thing sat, it's here in the basement in our storage area. It sat for 6 months, didn't use it. And then I started to use it. And I've actually, I've used it much more than I had ever thought. So it has been a really good investment. Zach says we even have Porter walk the treadmill and watch a show when the weather isn't nice enough outside for recess. That's awesome. That is awesome. George, you can definitely get there. A good routine becomes a good habit about 30 days. Get up and roll with it. Layers. Yeah, you got to layer up. So that's that. And this wasn't something where I am not a person that does New Year's resolutions. I have goals. I have yearly goals, but I don't do New Year's resolutions because a lot of people that I hear do New Year's resolutions, it's like, here we are in December, and they're like, my New Year's resolution is I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to quit smoking. Well, those are not good goals, because how much weight do you want to lose? How are you going to get there? What's your plan? There's no planning in a lot of New Year's resolutions. And even if there are, I don't like setting a date in the future for a goal. So even if it is a specific SMART goal, specific, measurable, attainable, what's the R? Time sensitive, I think. Timely is I can't remember the R, but SMART goals. Even if you do get specific and set a SMART goal, why set it out? It's December 7th or even after Christmas. Oh, I ate so much food. I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 2021, but I'm going to start January 1st. And then guess what? In the old times, you could do this. And when I was younger, you're going to go out on New Year's Eve and it's January 1st and you feel like crap because you stayed out too late. Maybe you overindulged. I'm going to start my New Year's resolutions on January 2nd. And then maybe it's January 2nd and I'm going to have one more cheat meal before I just do it. And that was my mindset. It's like, I'm on the couch. I'm not going to just think about it and say, it's Sunday, I'm just going to watch a movie, which, by the way, we watched Talented Mr. Ripley last night. The movie's 21 years old, and neither my wife nor I had ever seen it. And it's got Matt Damon and Jude Law, Gwyneth Paltrow. I can't believe neither of us had seen that movie. And it's a really good movie. And it's set in Italy, which made me really, really want to go back. Talented Mr. Ripley, awesome movie. But anyway, instead of just saying it's Sunday night, let's watch a movie, I'll do the treadmill tomorrow. I'm just going to do it now and just get that routine because I am a procrastinator. And so that's kind of why I don't like to set, and everybody's mind works differently. So for me, I can't set a goal in 2 weeks. I'm going to start eating better, because I've got junk food in the pantry. I've just got to throw the junk food out. And I've done that in the past. I've done diets and stuff in the past. And if I've got a bag of Cheetos in the pantry, I'm just going to throw them away, which I know is a waste. But that's just how I have to work, because if it's there, I'm going to eat it. If it's not, I can go to the grocery store. And if I'm committed, I can go to the grocery store and I can walk by and I can walk past the chips aisle and the chocolate aisle, and I'm good. But if it's in my kitchen, chances are I'm gonna dive in. So realistic, yes, realistic. Thank you. Um, I take all my junk food to work and put it on the office table. Yeah, that's what a lot. I have a few coworkers that have also done that, especially this time of year, when we were in the office. We have clients that send us, the cookie tins, the chocolates, and I mean, every day there's like 1 or 2 boxes. We have a coworker that brings in, like, I'm in Wisconsin, so cheese is king here. Sausage and cheese, meat and cheese platters. So it's 9-10 a.m. I've got a nice mid-morning snack of meat and cheese and crackers, and then freaking donuts. And so even though I'm cooped up at home, I'm probably actually eating less junk food right now than what I would be at the office, because everybody would be bringing in all their chocolates and donuts and cheese and crackers and sausage and all that stuff. Zach says, saw it in theaters. Nice. Little sister worked for Marcus in high school, and a perk was every family member could go for free. That is an awesome perk. We watched what movie? We watched something, and it was the last movie. No, we did not watch it, but I saw it on, I think it's on Showtime or HBO, Bombshell, which is about, I think, Fox News. And that was the last movie we saw in the theater. And my wife was going through the list, and that popped up, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe that's on demand already. We saw that in the theaters, and it's like, wow, that's how long it's been since theaters. I think that was the last theater movie we watched. So that's it for today. Hobby related stuff. I've been piecing out my NBA Hoops premium stock, set number 1. I've been running. I put buy it now on some of the on the 5 pulsars and some of the bigger names. The semi stars and commons, I'm just throwing up 99 cents free shipping at auction, just to try to change things up in the eBay store with some auctions. So those are running, and I've been following the blowout forums on this particular release, and I'm definitely going to open a second set. The other 2, I think I'm gonna hold. And the general consensus, and based on my early returns, I've already sold, and I've probably sold 20 cards, not even. And my gross sales are already over 200. And the sets were 150. And that's the general consensus on the forums, is it's more profitable right now to break these sets up, as opposed to selling them sealed. And some people think it's a better, you should sell the singles now as opposed to holding them sealed. So I'm just going to wait. The NBA season starts on the 22nd, I believe. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get those games in. So I think I'm going to probably around that time, probably on opening night, I'll open box number 2, and basically I know what is all in there. They're just sets, but there's that 5 pulsar pack. So once all of these auctions run their course, that I'll be caught up on that, and then I can, open, maybe get a nice little pulsar hit. So that's kind of the plan of attack. So the blog that I keep teasing, is not finished, but it's in progress. I did work on that a little bit last night, so I will have that published soon. I'm just going to stop saying when, because I think I've said a different day each time. So that blog post is coming. Jenny, good morning. What's happening? So the blog post is in the works, and I'll have that up this week. I'm just going to say this week it'll be up. And the blog post in particular I'm talking about is the mail day I received from Chicago, the Archives Cubs set, the season ticket holder giveaway, that has a really cool background story to it. So I'll share that in the blog this week. So that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in, and check me out on Twitter at 1millioncubs. Website is 1millioncubs.com. eBay store link 99centcards.com. That's 99centcards.com, and also linked to the store on my eBay, or on my website, 1millioncubs.com. Thanks for tuning in. George, Jenny, Zach, thanks so much for chatting along, and have a great Monday.